From my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Wait, 20! 72! Hey, Alpha!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if he's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Hey, check it. 54, come on, check it. Check, block 54, block 54. Check. Check it, reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Gun.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Steamer. Gun. Ricky. Check, 50.
Cousins now. Ebron caught left side. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the shift.
A toss play to Chubb, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Cut. Watch out. Lucky 48.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw, there's Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, box truck. Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Brady. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check the out.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Right there in the middle, 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. What's that?
From the red zone now, Cousins. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They come out here in the I. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Left 50, left 50. Check line. Watch it go.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mark 55. Gun. I'm coming for you. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey. High 7.
Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Gun. He's coming to you. Two. Mike, 55. Check. Hey, seam 6. 55. Wait on.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. For even a 1st down and more. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Alabama. Here we go again. Joker. Switch over.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Quick the edge. Go.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
You got 3 down. Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I'm scared. Hey, check right. Watch it. Black. Watch the pass. Watch twist.
Cousins on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady to the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. The Colts on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, echo. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 54 Mike. 166.
From the gun, Brady. And he's got his target. That's more. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. To
throw again on second down, Brady. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 16 yards, a first down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try and run. Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? It made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First. Let's go, D. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Wide. Come on, D. Check. Leave it. Bring up 48.
Now Cousins. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line. And
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. Cousins, 55 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Bravo. Gun. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Second down, Cousins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
56, the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. Too late. Hey, 66. Rip.
Brady now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, that's Isabella open on the right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, here's Coach Madden when you need him. He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Brady's throw there complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught at the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Gun! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming! We got double up, double up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Switch. Gun. 55, Mike, 55.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
But I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions, when I speak they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait,
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. 6-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Good. 380. Easy. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. We got it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back up.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, orbit. 44, Mike, 44. John, get that quarterback at all costs. 44 is the Mike. 44.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Switch up.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
They had one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fournette running right. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Foles. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now he's going to let it. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll drop the throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Rolling to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Rodgers, throwing again. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know what Coach said.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, 66 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Talvin Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Go, go, go! It's on one.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it's second down. Throwing again. Rodgers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He gets this to Davante Adams. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
We got this.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Go.
Go.
44, Mike, 44.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 43 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 47.
Box it.
Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Chopper!
Check.
Chip!
Ringo.
Get 300.
Mike 50.
To throw again. Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Win 18.
Two times.
Right.
You got 4.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got the hook up to Lee. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
13.
Hey, turn it up.
Tighten up, tight 3. 218, chop it. 5.
Here's Foles. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Foles. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They're going to look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On third down, here's Jones. And all the way down to the 26. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Go to 50. Hey, you climb over here.
Mike, 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Rodgers looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last...
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Go. Like 20. Now you won.
Here we go. Back. Check. Go. Mike 42.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
26 Mike. Rabbit.
Wentz gonna throw. And it's caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
No.
A give to Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Woods the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
17.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
26, Mike. 26.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first. Down.
A gain of 15 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, Delta. Here, shift.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here we go.
Now, Wentz again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield. Down to the 45.
18 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. 59, Mike to 59. Hey, tight. Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Again, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Check. Watch it before. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Watch the screen. Check 31.
On first and goal, Howard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
Come get some.
Again, the Smallwood out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Goff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing off, he gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Goff now looking to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
Now Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot. To start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
54.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there, 54. Right there.
Throwing his Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Bravo. I got it. Great 15. Great 15.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
Other side, solid.
Let him run.
Wentz now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on second and long. Wentz is going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
So we got man. Under 10. 10.
Where was that?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's bring it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Second and 10 at the Rams' 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
In your face. Check Mike 54.
Hey, zoom.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
By 20.
51.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Gall. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
This is Howard on second down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Airing it out deep for Wood. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 79 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made him.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Waiting. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Wait, son.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Fast footwork by Sanders. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike. Rip. Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here,
Wentz now on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Say, Jack. 40.
On the toss play, Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
2nd and 9 at the Rams' 9-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
This by 7. Here, 50.
Mike 50. Got you.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hot. 180.
54 Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, 5.
54. He'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Toss play. This is Smallwood. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 280!
Let's go. Mike 50.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. 82, 14. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50. Go.
Kill.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Let's go. 180. Those arms. Oh, you got Dean.
One last throw here for Gall. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the
son, I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it, hop on it. Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't real for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could.